Sometimes I wonder myself how I went from living without electricity, running water in Alaska, to selling luxury homes in Aspen. It really is an amazing contrast. I always had this fascination with Alaska and the Arctic, and so I decided to go to college up there at University of Alaska in Fairbanks. Ended up commercial fishing, working in a gold mine. I had always been fascinated with sled dogs, and I ended up raising my own dogs, competing in the Iditarod in 1982 and 84, 1,000-mile race across Alaska. I loved it.
Spending time in challenging situations where pretty much you need to rely on yourself, those types of long-distance individuals create this internal fortitude, and Ed has it. He's tenacious.
I really don't see myself as a salesman. I see myself more as trying to match them up with what they're looking for by listening to what they want, where they want to be, what do they do as a family, what are their interests.
The first couple days we even spent with Ed were really spent on Ed trying to understand what we wanted. If we said, this might not be right, or this isn't quite right, he didn't try to make it work. He said, let's keep moving on.
Because I have a background in commercial real estate, I like to look at the numbers. I like to analyze it as an investment. And I think a lot of my clients like that.
Ed has such a knowledge of not only the real estate in the marketplace, but on what was there before, what's around there, who lives there.
He is meticulous about it, knows how to negotiate a deal, understands the language of a contract backwards and forwards, and then also is just a really good person to be around.
I was approached about 3 years ago to become involved in the board.
As our current Aspen Board of Realtors president, he's really showing that not only can he be one of the top producers in the market, but he also is giving back.
Giving back is as important to me as selling homes.
So Ed had this idea: out of every closing, each realtor would set aside some money and put it into a fund.
And it will go to a nonprofit that is in need. Helping others is very natural for us. And sometimes it just takes a little push.
He's very passionate about it. And when you hear him talk, he's able to let you know that this is something that he really cares about.
The last thing you'd ever imagine is that you become great friends with your real estate agent. And we bought the house, and I think it was a week later I get an email from Ed saying, bring my buddies out and let's go, cycling. Little did I know how Ed worked out and his other friends who work out, and I think my 3 buddies are still recovering, and it's been 5 years now. And he has just done a fantastic job of getting us involved in the community. We have a heck of a lot of fun up here.
Some people come here for the first time having this preconceived notion about Aspen being about glamour and glitz, because that's what they've heard about in mainstream media. Yeah, there's glamour and there's glitz here and there's a lot of money. But there's this huge emphasis on spiritual growth, physical growth, whether it's hiking or yoga or skiing. There's so much that goes on here on a year-round basis. We're like this cultural oasis in the middle of a pristine wilderness. My clients come here to rejuvenate physically, spiritually, and become inspired, and then go back to their communities. Many times they're exhausted, and they leave here with a smile on their face. And that makes my job so pleasurable.